the guys that I've met that had service backgrounds, they've done really, really, really well for themselves. Like if we're talking about money, that's not a discussion. They've been more than well paid. So I'm surprised that it hasn't leaked into the other careers within. It's definitely gone into safety, and it's definitely gone into that compliance type role, whether it's safety or whether it's quality or whatever that is. But I don't see it transferring into the project management type side of things, or have you got a take on that, Adam?
Yeah, I think relative to what could potentially be in terms of percentages of veterans in the space of the project management side, it's not there, right? It should be there. Yeah. It should grow. So I agree with you entirely. I do think
they're leaders. Sorry to cut across you. Yeah.
So kind of what you pointed out before, it's really a global issue where nobody has truly figured out how to transition veterans back in a very efficient way. And I think back meaning from military service into civilian profession, civilian life. And I think that shouldn't necessarily be so beat up, that scenario, because it's only recent that us as a society as a whole have realized what PTS is, right? Have realized what impact, military careers, military service does to a human person. And I think and hope it's continuing to trend in a positive, motion direction toward, better supporting that transition. It's not going to happen quick. Anyways, long story short, point of what I'm saying is I think as trajectory continues around awareness and the how to transition into civilian profession, we'll see more of, transitioning into project management type roles. That said, have a few already released on the podcast as examples. And again, trying to kind of highlight on my podcast, that is, to try to highlight, right, more of those examples. So to provide other veterans kind of the awareness and just recognition that exists, and it's a capability that they have should they harness it.
Definitely. I think it's interesting that you brought up the topic about trades and not having a defined academic type trade or a craft skill. Yet the guys go out when they build all these camps and dig, create sewerage, sanitary, water. Your business. It's beyond me that doesn't connect with a project management skill, along with obviously a leadership skill. So what's the feedback on the podcast, the veteran? So just to be clear, you're a host of the Veterans Who Build show, which is a show to promote and encourage veterans back into civilian life, as you call it.
Exactly. So it's exactly as you put it, the Veterans Who Build show. It's highlighting veteran stories, and in highlighting veteran stories, it's also creating a roadmap for other veterans to hear. That roadmap is relatability first and foremost. Second is talking about transitioning from military to civilian. And then third is translatable skill sets, military career to civilian careers. And that kind of process, right, outlines how to get involved in the built environment, what to expect, how to kind of prepare for it. And those kind of theories of thought, which, they're really basic and easy to accomplish so long as you have someone to tell you, because it's harder than it sounds, which is funny to say, right? So long as you hear it and someone helps you understand those basic kind of needs in transitioning, it's really easy to understand and accomplish and therefore strive toward. Without someone guiding you in that capacity, it's also very easy to get lost, which is why you see kind of the negative or the hardships that veterans face in transitioning. So really interesting to kind of bring that to light and see how simple it can be so long as we provide the correct support.